Meyer Shank Racing will not be competing in IMSA next season. This statement comes directly from MSR themselves, as they cover their future in sports car endurance racing. For this video, I will be breaking down everything on Meyer Shank Racing's departure from the IMSA 2024 grid. So here are the facts. MSR is leaving after 2023. They will not be competing in IMSA's GTP class during the 2024 season, and this includes the endurance rounds of IMSA, so the Ohio squad will not be going for a third consecutive win at the Rolex 24. However, keep this in mind, their future in IMSA and sports car endurance racing is not over yet. I'll explain more on that a little bit later on. So why is this happening? What is the reasoning behind MSR's decision to pull out of IMSA after 2023? Well, this news originates directly from MSR's social media accounts when they posted a statement from Meyer Shank on Tuesday, October 3rd. The caption says, "Gone for now, not forever," followed by the statement from Meyer Shank, which I will read now. Making this decision to take a year away from IMSA was not an easy one by any means. For Jim Meyer and I, our main focus was getting our guys set and making sure they were all going to be okay, which we were able to do. We have a lot of projects going on at the shop, and we'll have this great group ready to go when we return. Meyer Shank Racing are set to return to IMSA sometime in the future, and it could be as soon as 2025. But the question is, will they continue with Acura once they return, or go with a different manufacturer? You see, the relationship between Acura Honda and MSR hasn't really been the best recently, after what happened at Daytona, and so that could be one of the reasons why MSR are putting a pause on their IMSA project. After winning the classic 24-hour endurance race, MSR was found guilty of the manipulation of tire data during the event. While the team was allowed to keep the 2023 Daytona win, they were handed a $50,000 fine and a 200 points deduction from both IMSA championships. What happened really affected Meyer Shank Racing's season and their relationship with Acura Honda. Unfortunately, it's reported that to this day, the consequences from the Rolex 24 are still affecting MSR. A perfect example of this is the GTP Championship. If the tire data manipulation did not happen and they didn't get the 200 points deduction, MSR might have been leading the GTP standings heading into the final race at Petit Le Mans. A significant factor on why MSR is pausing their IMSA project is because of their involvement in the NTT IndyCar series. In 2024, Meyer Shank Racing is expanding their IndyCar project. They are continuing with 2 full-time entries in the championship, and for the first time ever at the Indy 500, the Ohio squad will field 3 entries, with 4-time Indy 500 winner Helio Castroneves jumping into the car. A while back, it was also announced that one of MSR's main drivers for their ARX-06 GTP entry, Tom Blomqvist, is moving over to IndyCar full-time. So it was pretty clear beforehand, with a driver switch like that and a third car for the 500, that MSR will be focusing their attention on IndyCar for 2024. To be honest, it's going to be sad to see MSR not on the grid in 2024, especially since they've been a part of endurance racing for almost 20 years now. The team has been a part of sports car endurance racing since 2004, when they entered a Daytona prototype into the Grand Am class. Meyer Shank Racing has most recently been one of the teams to run Acura's prototypes. Recently, they've arguably been the most successful Acura customer team, having won the Rolex 24 the last 2 years, and that was during 2 sets of different regulations, DPI and LMDH. And before then, they won the overall DPI championship in 2022, so Meyer Shank Racing definitely has a reputation of success. With Meyer Shank Racing not on the 2024 grid, this means that Wayne Taylor Racing will become the only Acura team running the ARX-06. But in fact, we will see 2 Acuras in 2024, but they are both from Wayne Taylor Racing. And this is because WTR is expanding to 2 different entries in the IMSA GTP class. So don't worry, Acura fans, we will still see 2 ARX06 LMDH cars in 2024. So what is the future of MSR in sports car endurance racing, and specifically IMSA? Well, like Mike Shank said, they intend to return. But here's the thing. I think there is a genuine possibility that they don't collaborate with Acura again. I believe that MSR may partner with Alpine. Alpine is eligible to race in the IMSA GTP class, since they sell over 2,500 road cars. Alpine is also interested in selling cars in North America as early as 2027, so on a marketing standpoint, this would be massively beneficial for Alpine to join. They are also building a car that uses the same Oreca chassis as Acura's prototype, and Alpine is building their hypercar around the LMDH regulations. Those regulations were created by IMSA and the ACO, so it only makes sense that Alpine are interested in joining GTP, and what better team to collaborate with than Meyer Shank Racing, a team that has won the IMSA championship and the 24 Hours of Daytona. The fact is, it's unfortunate to see Meyer Shank Racing step away from IMSA, but on the other hand, their return to IMSA is not about if, it's about when. So there's the news. Meyer Shank Racing will not race GTP in 2024, and they hope to return to IMSA sometime in the future. Are you sad to see MSR temporarily leave IMSA? And when they return, will they partner with Acura or go for a different team? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for following along. If you want to see more endurance racing content, especially on IMSA and WBC, make sure to hit the subscribe button to the left. Also, check out one of the suggested videos I put to the right of your screen. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.